Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one.
Hey, everybody. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Oakland Raiders. Time as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. Nothing like a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Seattle Seahawks. I'm Brandon Godden. As always, by my side is Charles Davis. So the final tune-up for the regular season, and probably not going to really see much starter action out here in this one, are we?
You're right. Not much in the way of starters, key veterans, key backups. But the guys who have to make the team, struggling for those few spots that are open, we'll see them the entire time. But you and I both know this as well. There will be a surprise cut or two from guys who didn't actually play in this game tonight thinking that they were safe.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They're led out by their strong-arm quarterback out of Texas A&M. It's Ryan Tannehill.
I think one of the things I like about Ryan Tannehill's game is that he understands what his receivers are looking for downfield. He played that position at Texas A&M before becoming the starting quarterback. So a lot of times when he's in the pocket looking downfield, he's actually running the routes with the receivers as he remembers them. Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play.
Go, 30 base. Big grip, big grip.
Now on second down, this is Gore. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. And the offensive starters here for the Raiders.
And every time I spotlight Frank Gore, who turned 36, and man, I feel worse about myself. Fantastic physical condition, a 5-time Pro Bowler, and one of the top runners in NFL history.
Let's go now.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. Yards. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Tannehill got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's got Gore. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Gay's kick is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So it'll remain to be seen how many drives this unit gets in, this being the preseason. But here they start with 3 points.
Yeah, I don't know that we'll actually see them anymore. They got 3 points on the board, 1 drive here in preseason. In this game, baseball caps, NFL approved, of course, forever.
They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
The thing I like most about Derek Carr's game is not just the right arm and his touch and his ability to find receivers. I think it's his calmness, and I think that transmits itself very well to the rest of the team. They feed off of that, and they go out and play with confidence.
A run there on 1st down gets him a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Carr. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. From the 45 on 2nd down, Carr. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st-round pick, DJ Hayden.
Now, 180. Mike, 58, right there. You can't hang. 180.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. 3-0. After 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Now.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, we're good. We're good. 180.
They'll run here with Eckler. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. From the 38, Carr flushed out right. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40.
And Derek Carr just keeps improving. He can be dangerous not just inside the pocket, but as we see here, side of it as well.
Kid born in California, played his high school ball in Texas, had quarterback written all over it.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, he couldn't turn it into much more.
Carr completes it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 17. A few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
To throw his Carr. The quick slant caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he's got Snead.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Carr now on first down. And this is Parker, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw again on second down. Carr eluding the pressure right. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Parker the intended target, but now it's third and goal.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Carr going to go on fourth down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Devontae Parker there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
A throw there, but that's going to wind. On second down, Eckler. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a third and 2 more. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Carr now on first down. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Now Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A pass there, complete to Westbrook. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Again, they'll throw to Carr. They'll find Everett there, complete.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 6 yards and the first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Carr. Flush to his right. And this is caught. It's Parker. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. Out to his left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. To the the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And the throw here caught by Devontae Parker. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Now Eckler. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game. With confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Go down. 185. Ready one. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
Carr. They'll buy some time right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense...
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 8 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
What now? 280. Check 55 to Mike. You want this.
Throwing on first down is Carr. It's complete to Snead. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Mike 51, Mike 51, and what's delay?
They'll go for it. It's Carr. Open man is Westbrook, complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, exit.
Carr going to look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Carr, and that is incomplete here. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Well, this is brought in by Pryor. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Hey, Haywood!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. D.D. Westbrook there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need...
In his own end zone, it's Carr. And he completes it to Westbrook. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Carr going to throw here. And this is Parker, complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Again, it's Carr. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. Now, 185. Hey, eat. Hey, come on, now, come on, now.
Carr to throw again. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. There he goes left side. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish